welcome to Hook Connections. We have a great guest with us this week. I'm Barbara Hook with Hook Connect, where we investigate those service providers for honesty and integrity, and then we endorse them to the consumer who might need an honest connection. And my co-host today, and always, is Gina Scott Hawkins, and she's with Star Media. She does a lot of social media education. She'll set up social media for you. And then our exciting guest today that everyone needs to know is Josie Soots from Fish Window Cleaning. Not only do they do window cleaning, but they do gutters. And if you just love to do gutters and window cleaning, you probably don't need to hear what she has to say, but I'm not sure of anyone that does. So, Josie, I'd like to welcome you to the show. It's always exciting to have Hook Connect endorsed partners on the show that we are out there promoting and sticking with us through all this branding time and everything. And it's just about how we educate the consumer, you know. And I just, when I first met you, not only we had kind of a click of personality, you know, we just clicked it right off the bat, but she just said, that's what we need, because we are an honest business, you know, and we need promoted as an honest business, because I know sometimes some of the other programs that are available for businesses aren't quite, to the honest. Tell us a little bit about Fish Window Cleaning, why you started it, and what your passion and drive are with your business.
Okay. Well, thank you, Barbara. We are actually a national franchise. Fish has been around for 36 years. My husband, Bill, and I started our franchise about 8 years ago. We got married, blended a family, and started a business all in 1 year. We figured to get all the stressors out at one time. So, but we fell in love with Fish. We worked with a broker that kind of gave us lots of different options. When we looked at Fish and went to St. Louis, which is where their headquarters is, and just saw the size of the company, the family-friendly atmosphere that they had, just really fit our personalities, and just felt like that was just the right fit for us. So we haven't looked back since.
Well, yeah. And what do you think, just to begin with, what do you think differentiates you and Fish Window Cleaning from any of the other companies out there that do exactly the same work you do?
Yeah, well, a lot of people did ask us, why franchise? Why don't you just do this on your own? Really, when we went to the corporate office and just saw what they had to offer as far as their scheduling system, everything's just web-based, and we can put in a customer in all different shapes and sizes. So we know once we put it in, every week it just kind of spits out what we need to do for that week's schedule. So we can schedule somebody do inside, outside only, uppers only, lowers. I mean, we can just split it up in so many different ways without having to remember what did we do last time. And so that in itself.
And you guys
huge.
will do like the chandeliers and things like that most people never clean as long as they live in their house because they don't know how to reach them.
A lot of people don't. Right. We do windows, of course. We do gutter cleaning, as you said, but we do also do awning cleanings, light fixtures, ceiling fans, mirrors, chandeliers, screens, just all kinds. Signs. We've done signs before. So.
And I know she had, when she first became Hook Connect endorsed, she sent me a list of all the things that the consumer, anybody, actually, business owner or consumer, needs to know about window cleaning. And one of the biggest things on there is never use window cleaning products. Could you tell us a little bit why? I'm not going to say specific names.
We won't say specifically which one, but we all know the big one. It will leave a film on your glass. Really, if you really want to do your own windows, we recommend Dawn window cleaning soap. It's a good grease cutter, and that'll get rid of just about anything. The other products out there are just they tend to leave a residue that is harder for us to get
It's like a
off.
milky coating.
Yeah.
Because I can clean my car windows, which I just started doing a couple months ago with Dawn and warm water, and then just dry it off. And it's like they were brand new windows, and I don't think I've ever seen so clearly out of my car windows.
Yeah.
So it's got to be it's just taken off the buildup of everything, because Dawn cut screes everything,
Right.
So it's real interesting, though, that all these years I've been using the big W, and it doesn't work very well.
I can't wait to tell my kids to try this and get them busy.
So, by being a franchise owner, and all franchise owners are not created the same, so people have to understand that. And by going with a local franchise owner who people know, like, and trust, and that have a good reputation, can you tell us any corporate franchise awards you've received, or any recognition that you've got just for your franchise?
Sure. Well, there are over 250 franchises nationwide. So Fish is the world's largest window cleaning company. We say that we're international because we're licensed in Canada. Doesn't mean that we have anybody in Canada yet, but we're licensed. So, but we are members of the International Franchise Association. We are recognized as one of the top 200 franchises by Success Magazine's #1 ranking in window cleaning services. We're all locally owned and operated. We have a strong customer service philosophy and really care about the success of businesses in our community. Again, we're finishing up our 8th year, but we've won local top producer awards, top sales awards, things like that.
Wow. So what you do is window cleaning and gutter cleaning and awnings, and there's a whole list which we'll discuss in the next segment. Do you feel that that some large independent companies, not necessarily franchise companies, I mean, I have seen some Fish window cleaning advertisements on like HGTV and some of the do-it-yourself networks, network shows, because that's about all the TV I watch, and that's to keep my business owners honest and making sure they're doing the right thing for my clients. But why would a small independent company, other than a franchise who's got the support and the backing from a big franchise owner, why would they go out and waste a lot of money advertising on TV if they don't have reputations? Because this happens a lot. It happens a lot where not necessarily window cleaning, but other local companies that are big companies, but maybe got big not by being so honest. Because that's one thing that impressed me with you, and we're connected on Facebook, and I see pictures of her grandbabies, and, that just shows that these people are real people. They're not living somebody else's dream. You're living a dream. You have a passion. You have a drive. You have family in other states. Some companies just don't have that, and I just wonder sometimes what makes you tick as a franchise owner. What are the passions behind your business?
Well, I can't speak for other businesses, but I know that Bill and I, we kind of look at this as bigger than the business. It's really not about just what we do. I mean, of course, we have to make a living, but that's not our goal purpose. We really do look at our employees as family. We want all of our employees to succeed. We don't want them to be window cleaners for the rest of their lives. If they want to be, that's great, but eventually their bodies are going to wear out. I mean, we want them to move on to bigger and better things, so whether it's within our company or not. So that really is our passion, just to be a family-friendly company that just wants the best for their employees and for their customers.
And I'm sure the consumer and people that use your services feel that is a big draw towards you. So we need to take a quick break. We would like to thank Logan Street Signs and Banners for being our sponsor today, and we will be right back.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage: Logan Street Signs and Banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Welcome back to Hook Connections. We are here today with our guest, Josie Soots from Fish Window Cleaning and Gutters. And so she's here to talk to us today about her business, services that they offer. And today, right now, we're going to talk a little bit more about what are the different things that you guys clean. I mean, you're listed as a window cleaner, but we've heard that there's much more than that. So let's kind of go into that a little bit.
Sure. First of all, we are commercial and residential window cleaners. So I would say probably about 75% of our business is commercial. 25% is residential. Now, you wouldn't know that certain times of the year because spring and fall obviously spike as far as residential is concerned. But we do clean year-round, which people are surprised that we clean in the wintertime. The only time that we will not clean is if it's lightning or really storming. Last winter was probably the worst winter we've had since we've been in business, and we maybe took off 3 days, which is a lot for us. So our guys and gals clean all year round, and they totally lost my train of thought now. So you asked me about what else we do. So in addition, like I said, in addition to the window cleaning and the gutter cleaning, we don't do high rises. That's my next thing. A lot of people think that we do the high rises, and we don't.
So you don't dress up in the Spider-Man suits?
No. Although
big
that would be really
office buildings.
fun. That would be fun, but no. We do 3 stories and under mainly.
Okay.
Most of our work is done from the ground. We have poles. We actually have water-fed poles that will reach up to 4 to 5 stories. So it's kind of a neat system that we're trying to utilize more and more, and really to keep our guys safe, if nothing else. But so most of our work is done from the ground. We don't do the high rises, but with the commercial, we do a lot of awning cleanings, although we've done some for residentials as well. With homes, it's a lot of light fixtures and ceiling fans, a lot of the things that people homeowners can't reach with their own ladders. So we can help them with that.
Or can't get clean.
Or can't get clean, yeah. Mirrors, we do mirrors, chandeliers, and screens are always included in our residential. So if you have screens, that's kind of part of what we do. We make sure the cobwebs are gone from around the windows, and we wipe the sills. We do clean out. People ask, well, do you clean the tracks out? Well, we wipe the tracks out. I mean, if they need to be shop vac and chiseled out, then that's might be a different story. We may have to charge a little extra for that, but our price does include just kind of wiping things down.
Okay. Do you ever get asked if you guys do power washing and things like that? Is that a service that you offer?
We do get asked that quite often, and many of the franchisees do offer power washing as part of their service. We don't advertise power washing just because there's just some that we will do and some that we don't. There's a lot of EPA regulations out there right now that just make it a little bit difficult to do some of the power washing, or especially for commercial. So really depending on what it is, we will do some power washing, but that's not one of the biggies, I guess.
Sure. And then how often do you recommend that people have their gutters cleaned?
Gutter cleaning for homes, we recommend spring and fall.
Okay.
We do have customers that will do it once a year. It really depends on what your location. If you've got a lot of trees around your home, you'll probably want to do it at least twice a year.
Okay.
And Josie, every winter, when I live in an apartment complex on the south side, and the gutters overflow. Right now, they're overflowing with leaves. And someone showed me a picture from last year where they cleaned the gutters a little too early, and they had terrible ice damming problems. And can you just kind of talk to us and give us all the information of what damage you can cause if you don't clean your gutters?
Sure. Once we get to that freezing point, it is a little difficult to get those gutters cleaned. We can still do it. It does make it more difficult, and sometimes we're just not able to do it at all. So once you get to that freezing point, and if you have debris in there and it's already frozen over, you're going to get that overflow.
Right.
And so especially with homes, that can cause all kinds of damage. You're going to get water in your crawl space. You're going to get water in your basement. things like that. The gutters themselves can be damaged just from the weight of what's in there and the cracking and things like
Right.
that.
So, as you're working on gutter cleaning and you notice, I mean, I'm sure that there are times where you notice that the homeowner does have significant damage to the roof area or other portions of their home. Do you have like partners that you work with to recommend to the homeowners that they can get in touch with? Yeah.
We do, yes. We do have people that we would recommend for things like that. Our guys are, I keep saying guys, our guys and gals are very good about looking out for those things and just pointing them out to the homeowner. If we don't have someone that we know of, then we call Barb and
That's
find
right.
somebody from
And Hook Connect.
All right. And there are probably several ways that people can get in touch with you. What is the best way if somebody wants to set an appointment? Do you recommend that they go online or should they give you a call or what's the best way?
Yeah, either way. I mean, if you're comfortable going online, we have a great place where you can just put in your information.
Mm-hmm.
It'll give us everything that we need. You don't need to be home for us to do an estimate. All we need to be able to do is walk around the outside of your property. If you're not home, we just leave it at your front door in a little plastic bag. Once you get it, you just call us with any questions or to get scheduled. So
Wow, that
makes it very easy. You can do it
Yeah.
from your phone, you can do it from your computer, or you can feel free to call the office as well. Be happy to take that information that way as well. So.
Wonderful. So I guess you guys probably have lots of repeat customers and have built wonderful relationships out in the community.
Yeah,
So-
we do. We like every spring we send out postcards to our customers just to remind them that it's that time of year.
Uh-huh.
We give them a little calendar where they can just kind of check off what weeks they'd like to do to have their windows cleaned, and then we pre-schedule them. And we do offer a little bit of a discount for our regular customers.
Well,
as
and I
well.
know being in the insurance industry, one thing that's not covered on a business policy and a homeowner's policy is lack of maintenance. And cleaning out gutters is a lack of maintenance. So sometimes a homeowner's policy a claim could be denied if their windows are not cleaned out, and they have ice damming, which causes, well, like last year there were gutters falling down everywhere. People's gutters were just hanging. So it's very important for you to do that proper maintenance to your home in the spring and the fall to get everything out of those gutters, because that's real important. So.
Yeah, great point.
And if it's not a lack of maintenance and the ice damming forms because a roof wasn't installed properly or you don't have proper ventilation in your attic, then it's a different situation, and then your insurance will usually kick in and pay for that. So we need to take another quick break, and we will be right back.
Have you ever gone into a store and demanded that you pay the full retail price as opposed to the advertised sale prices? Not likely. I mean, everyone likes a good deal, right? Well, what if there was a way that saving money could be fast, fun, and profitable? Intrigued? Well, it's a new program from Paid to Save that uses a model called incentivized sharing, and it's super simple and totally cool. And here's how it works. Step 1. Save money. You can download our mobile app for free from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Our app is designed to save you money all over town by listing the deals, steals, and coupons of local merchants and the big box retailers like Target, Best Buy, Sears, and Walgreens. Step 2. Share the savings. Our app has viral tools allowing you to instantly invite all of your friends to download our app and share in the savings. Step 3. Make money. As your friends go around town saving money, you'll be making money. At Paid to Save, we know how to say thank you, and we do it by paying you a percentage of all commissions received from all the people who've downloaded our app as a result of your sharing. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. And as your friends tell their friends, and their friends tell their friends, there are opportunities for you to make even more. So go ahead and download our free mobile app so you too can start getting paid to save.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim. at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Welcome back to Hook Connections this afternoon. It's the place you turn to on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock to hear about honest service providers, learn about honest service providers, which is what Hook Connect does. You can actually find us at www.hookconnect.com. And Gina Scott Hawkins, my co-host, you can reach her at...
You can reach me by phone at 317-523-5029, and I help businesses with social media and marketing and just getting their name out there. So that's why we make a great team here.
Yes,
So,
we do. We
yes.
both get names out quick. And Josie Soots is our guest today from Fish Window Cleaning. That's the name of the business, but they also do gutter cleaning. So unless you just absolutely love to clean both out, I suggest you give them a call or go to their website and schedule an inspection and to get a quote. And what is your website, Josie?
It is fishwindowcleaning.com.
Okay, that's great. And then how can they reach you? What's the best phone number?
317-818-9505.
This is such an educational show that we're doing because it's all about protecting your house, protecting your family, and actually just how to take proper maintenance and care of your home, whether it be your gutters or your windows. One thing that I liked when I met with Josie, it's been several months ago, was that all of her employees are background checked. They wear uniforms. They're professionals. They talk like professionals. And they're all about servicing and making sure the customer is properly taken care of. Now, do you have any kind of guarantee on your work?
We do. We have a full money, or we do guarantee our work. So we will, if there's any issues, we do ask that the customer would give us a call, and we'll go back and make it right.
You know, and I had her put together an outline of things that she would like to discuss, and the part under how we differentiate ourselves from others, you know, it just floored me to see it. It's, what is Bucket Bob?
Well, Bucket Bob is kind of our pet term name for some of our competition. We don't like to badmouth our competition, but there's some great Bucket Bobs out there. But Bucket Bob is kind of the guy that works out of his truck.
Like Chuck in a truck.
Chuck in a
or
truck.
Or Flip Flop Freddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
I've seen a lot of roofers like that.
Yeah. So we always recommend that. Again, there's some great guys out there that are doing that. I'm not saying there aren't, but just make sure whoever you use, whether it's Fish or someone else, that they are fully well bonded and insured. Sometimes I would also recommend that you ask for their insurance certificate to come directly from the insurance company, because unfortunately there are some that will pay for their insurance, get their certificate, and then drop their insurance, but then present the
That's
the
what I
form.
call a dishonest Bucket Bob.
Yeah. So just, again, whoever you use, just make sure that you're covered, because you would hate for something to happen to them or someone else on your property.
Right. I know windows are the worst thing in the world for me. But I did take her recommendation from when I met her a long time ago, and I just recently took all the windows and cleaned them with Dawn, and I took my screens out and put them in the bathtub and cleaned them with Dawn, and it's like there's no screen there at all now, so which is kind of fun. Gina, did you have anything else for her today?
So if a company is interested in utilizing your services, I see here that you have convenient invoicing, so they can be set up on some kind of a schedule where you can come out quarterly or monthly or something like that, and then you just invoice them for the work that you do.
Yeah, again, our scheduling system is just awesome. So really depending on their budget and their needs, we do recommend, like, restaurants should really be cleaned once a week.
Yeah.
Office buildings can get away with once every 4 weeks. Retail shops once every 2 weeks, once every 4 weeks. So some of the bigger projects, the bigger buildings, they can go quarterly, they can go twice a year, even some once a year, again, depending on your budget. Now, pricing is affected somewhat because obviously the dirtier it gets, the harder it is to clean.
Sure.
So the more frequent we can clean them, then that kind of helps with pricing as well. But yes, we can do, our invoicing is actually automatic now, where once the job is complete, it'll just shoot out an invoice to the customer with either email or however they'd like to get those. We multiple locations is, for corporations works really well because they can just get one bill, for all of their location rather than each location getting their one bill.
So you probably do a lot of retail establishments too, don't you?
We do.
Yeah.
And we do work a lot with national maintenance companies or janitorial services where a lot of the mall work. We
Right.
don't actually work for someone like Ann Taylor. They have a company that does all the janitorial for all of the Ann Taylors in the country, and then that company will hire us to do the windows.
Okay. So if a company has a specific budget, they can have one of your reps come out, and then maybe you can kind of tell them the priority issues that they might want to think about and kind of help them prepare
Yeah.
what they should be getting cleaned.
Yeah, we do that quite often. A lot of times we will recommend that they don't necessarily have to do all that high glass every time. They can just do what their customers are looking at
Sure.
on a regular basis. So we can save the higher glass for maybe 4 times a year, where the lower glass would need to be done a little bit more frequently. We can do inside, outside only. Sometimes we'll alternate. So once every 4 weeks we do the inside, outside, and then the next time we're out we just do the outside only. So again, that helps with budgeting, but still keeping your place maintained and looking.
And that can that be done like if a resident would, like a homeowner would want to have their windows cleaned, but the outside always gets the dirtiest because of the weather and the elements that we have here in Indiana. So could they alternate that too and set it up that way?
Definitely. In fact, we have a lot of customers, residential customers, that will go twice a year, and once they'll go inside, outside, and the next time they'll go outside only. We actually have residential customers that go every month, believe it or not. They'll
Oh, my
just have
goodness.
us come out. Not necessarily do everything every month, but just do certain areas, just to, again, keep it maintained and have those places that they sit at most often looking nicely for them.
Wonderful. Well, one more time, give them your website and your phone number again.
It's fishwindowcleaning.com, and our phone number is 317-818-9505, and we'd love to hear from you.
And you need to follow the website of www.hookconnect.com, because we are soon going to be rebranding and offering discounts from our service providers that wish to do that, and those will be published on our website. So you will use a promo code and get a discount, and maybe Josie's company would be interested in doing that. So we would also like to thank Logan Street Signs and Banners again for, and also Hamilton County Television for having us on here, and for making us one of their favorites, because we are bringing education to the consumer, and that's really important. Anything else, Gina?
I think that's about it. Thank you, Josie, for coming out and spending some time with us this afternoon.
And next week, our guest will be Kim Stone King, and he is with Advantage Group, and he is a life coach. So if you need a little bit of help and you just, you can't figure out why you tick the way you do, your business ticking doesn't work with your personal life, and you can't figure out how to separate the two, it's going to be a great show to listen to. And we'll talk to you next week.